Welcome back to the third and final installment of the Just After Christmas finds at Ollie's. Again, this one is $4.99. I've done previous videos on the Godfather Tarot, which was, I believe, $7.99, and also the Marvel Oracle deck, which was also $4.99. So as I mentioned in the other videos, these were sprinkled throughout the store instead of in their own display area. So this one was actually in with the games and toys. Luckily, my husband always checks out the games at Ollie's, and otherwise I might have missed this one. Pretty cool find. The Next Generation. He thought I would be very disappointed because it's not the very first series, but I love Picard, so here we go. I'm not a Trekkie, so again, like with the Marvel and with the Godfather, these are things that I like, but I'm not a huge fan, so I don't know everything. I'm not going to be able to give you an in-depth, from the Trekkie point of view, how this fits, but I can show you the cards. So, again, Tarot Deck and Guidebook, nice small package that bodes well for the size of cards, in my opinion. And again, Ollie's for $5, you can't beat that. This is by Insight Editions. And hopefully I can get this open without scissors. To get it started, but it's working. Huzzah! So we have illustrated by Nikki Barkla and written by Tori Schaefer. When they say illustrated, do they always mean drawn? Because these are... Wow. I had to look at that really close. They look like photographs from a bit of a distance. Okay, my eyesight's not that great, so maybe that's just me, but there we go. Lid comes off, and I am very amused because my phone was picking up the faces on the face tracker. So there's the guidebook. Yeah, good size. All right, so I think they said 178 pages, which is quite a bit, I think. Not bad. Okay, so we have a bit of a description of the card. Then we have the upright, and they have the reversal. So that's nice. And we have different suits in here. Oh no, I see names I don't know how to pronounce. I haven't seen this in a very long time. Okay, I found the reference here. It says the suit of cloaks is fire, so that's wands. And then we have the suit of latinum. I can't talk normally anyway. The suit of latinum, finance and everything, earth, so that's pentacles. Suit of... Now, I don't know if I can even say this right. I think it's batleths. Like I said, I haven't seen this in a very long time. Wind, so that's swords. And then the suit of starships, emotions, water, so that's cups. And let's see, how should we do this? We'll put the guidebook there. Okay. Always nice. They have the ribbon. Very helpful. That's become a lot more common lately, I think, and I really appreciate it. Okay, so let's see. There's the back. And then, so we're starting with Data as the Fool, Geordi as the Magician. We have Troy as the High Priestess, Crusher as the Empress, Riker as the Emperor. I am so sorry. I don't know how to say her name. I don't even remember her. I may have not ever seen the series straight through. I might have just been watching whatever was on the TV at the time. So I apologize. If you're watching this, you probably know her and you can yell at me in the comments. The O'Briens as the Lovers. The Enterprise as the Chariot. We have Worf as Strength. And again, I don't know how to say his name, and I don't remember seeing him, so you can yell at me in the comments. But let me show you, because I can't say their names, but I can show you. So there's that, and him, the Hermit. Yeah, can't pronounce her name either. As the Wheel of Fortune. I do know Picard, Justice. Reginald Barclay as the Hanged Man. Natasha Yar as Death. Spock as Temperance. Nice. I always would have just said Evil Data, but apparently his name is Lore as the Devil. Hugh of Borg, the Tower. Wesley Crusher as the Star. And I can't say her name either, so let me open that. I'm guessing Ro Laren, but I'm not sure. I don't remember her. And then I know the one coming up. I cannot pronounce her name. I never could, but Troy's mom. So we have the Moon, and we have the Sun, which I remember the character well. I just cannot remember how to say her name. Oh, jeez. Cute, right? Yeah, because every time I see him in anything else, I'm like, that's cute. It's cute. So Judgment, which, okay, yeah. And they said the galaxy is the world, so I got that. Then we have King of Cloaks. Oh, geez, they're all characters. No, I'm not pulling these all up. Okay, they're not all characters, but still. Okay, so we have King of Cloaks, Queen of Cloaks, Knight of Cloaks, Page of Cloaks. Really? So I guess this is Ace of Cloaks. I never like it when they put them in orders like that, but that's okay, because once you start shuffling, it doesn't matter. So Ace of Cloaks, Two of Cloaks. Oh, I see. Okay, they're just adding. Ah, cute. Okay, 2, there's 3, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 of Cloaks. And then we have King of Latinum. Forgive me if I'm saying this wrong. It's probably a Latinum or something, but Queen of Latinum. Knight of Latinum. Page of Latinum. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then we have King of Batliths, Queen of Batliths, Knight of Batliths, Page of Batliths. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then we have King of Starships, Queen of Starships, Knight of Starships, Page of Starships. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So again, I apologize for not being able to pronounce things. I did watch the show a long time ago, but I think because I was watching it back when cable TV was a thing, I was just watching whatever episodes came on. So I never saw like the whole thing straight through. I may have to do that. And obviously it's been a very long time, but still, and because I bought it because I got a really good deal and I like a couple of the characters, and I was just very excited about just the fact that it existed and I had the opportunity. So I apologize to those of you who are huge fans and are highly offended by this video, but I do like to be able to show an entire deck for anybody who's considering buying the deck. You can take a look at it, see if you like it. And my personal knowledge is not going to affect whether you are interested in the deck. You just get to see it. There is something wrong with this card. It's a shiny spot and I can actually feel it a little bit. It's not damaged, I don't think, because this was a sealed deck. I think it's just maybe something in the printing process. Maybe that's how Ollie's got these. Maybe there was an issue in the printing. There's a mark on that one. They feel nice. They're a good normal weight, not super firm, not super flimsy. They're that kind of soft texture. It's not the sticky texture that some of them get, but it's that softer, definitely a matte printing. They don't feel like they've got the scooped edges like some of them do, though. This is pretty smooth. I think they would shuffle all right. Again, it's not my favorite texture. I like the ones that are real slick, the ones that'll fly all over the place if you look at them wrong. I like those. But these are good cards, pretty decent. I like the guidebook. I love anything that comes with reversals because, of course, even if you don't read reversals, you can ignore that. But if you do read reversals, it is nice to have. Little description of the characters in the major arcana. And they do include the names, so like people like me who don't know. I know he's huge in memes. I don't remember him from the show. I may have never seen him. But they have the names, so if you're a casual viewer like me, it's helpful. And even if you're not a casual viewer, who knows, sometimes you forget things. So not bad. This is my preferred size deck, you know, where it's a bit bigger than playing cards, but it's not like I can get my fingers around it, you know. Not super keen on the suits being just the same image repeated. It's a personal preference. I always prefer decks that have the minor arcana having all their own designs. That is just a personal preference for me. But for $5, I'm certainly not complaining. Let's see, the regularly listed at $27.99. That seems a bit high to me. Again, I know I say that in almost every video. I think the Godfather Tarot was the only one that I said it's probably worth the full price. But I would say full price would probably be more if you're buying it as a gift for somebody that you know is a Trekkie who loves specifically this season or series. I know my friends that are Trekkies generally all have their favorites. For me, I did love The Next Generation because I loved Picard and Data. Anyway, yeah, I loved Next Generation because, of course, the core crew, I loved the characters. I loved the first series because it was just so cheesy and bonkers and just wonderful. I loved that. That one I did get to see straight through. Thank you very much. But anyway, so I can't really say much about the deck because, again, this is not my forte. I just wanted to show you the cards. And, of course, I wanted to take a look at them. And nice box, good size, decent quality cards, very good artwork. Like I said, I had to look at it really close before I realized that they were not actual pictures. You can see it clearly when you look up close that it's illustration, but it's really good lifelike illustration. I'm very impressed by that. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed looking at the deck. Hope it helps you make a decision, and feel free to yell at me in the comments for not knowing characters or how to pronounce things properly. Just try to stick to YouTube guidelines. I hope you had a really good day, and I hope tomorrow's even better. Bye.